Welcome back. This is Mr. Cisneros. We're going to move on to the next part of this project, which is to assign material. We're going to assign material and kind of change the appearance of our parts so that they're a little bit more realistic. If we do change material, each material in OnShape is given a certain amount of weight and properties, material properties. So what we're going to do is we're going to change those materials and then take a look at how the property changes of the part. So we're going to go and open up our first one. I'm in my Thor's Hammer project folder, so I'm going to tap on my very first part here, the pommel. And this is actually really easy, really fast. This will be a quick video. Under all of our features down at the bottom left, you're going to see parts. And part one is our pommel here. So if we go and I can hit the three dots here, I can do a couple of things. So I can assign material, I could change the appearance, and I can even rename this part. So instead of just calling it part one down at the bottom left, let's call it the name that it actually is. So I'm going to go to rename first, and I'm going to change this to pommel. And then I'm going to hit the three dots one more time, and then I'm going to go to assign material. And the material that we're going to assign to this is the same that the hammerhead is going to be. So I'm going to tap on where it says select material, and I'm going to search for this. I'm going to search for just the word steel. And now you'll see that there are a bunch of different steels. The one that we're going to pick is going to be steel 4340, which is alloy steel, and it's very high strength. So I think it works well for the hammerhead and the pommel. So I'm going to tap on steel 4340, and then I'm at the check mark here. And then I'm going to go back into the pommel and go to appearance. And now I get like this color wheel, or all the different spectrums of the different colors, so I can go and change it. If I want to make it look a bit realistic, I can kind of go over towards the bottom right in the middle maybe, and then I can just use this slider to kind of go around. I kind of want like a silver metal kind of color, so you kind of have to play with it. And I think somewhere you can do a bunch of different colors. I'm getting lost in here. Okay, here we go. So right somewhere in the middle, you might find like a color you're looking for. If you want a particular setting, you can see the numbers here. You can kind of memorize that. So if I want to just rough it here at 140 and 140 and 140, because those seem to be like a good range of colors, I can use those numbers again for my hammerhead. So if you remember that, 140 is the number we used, and that's just the number dedicated to red, green, or blue. So once I'm okay with that, I hit the check mark there, and it looks like the appearance has changed. I'm going to go back and do the exact same thing for the hammerhead. So I'm going to go to hammerhead, down where it says part one, I'm going to tap the three dots. I'm going to rename this to what it is, hammerhead. And then I'm going to hit the three dots one more time. I'm going to go to assign material. I'm going to search. We can do more specific here, steel 4340. Tap on that, check mark. And then the last thing is appearance, which over here down at the bottom we remember is 140 all across the board. So we can do that to get it to look exactly like our pommel. There it is, check mark, and we're done with that one. And if you want to change it to a different color, as far as the appearance, I am totally fine with that. So you can make it purple or whatever you want, but I do ask you to keep the material the same. Okay, that is important. Please make sure you use the material I'm using. All right, so now I'm going to go back to our next part. The next part is going to be the handle. This is going to be a different material. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the same thing where it says part one, rename it to handle. Three dots again down at the bottom left. I'm going to go to assign material, and I'm going to wait for it to load. And this time I'm going to type in hickory. Hickory is one of the strongest our hardest woods we have in this library, so that's the one that we're going to pick. And then check mark. We can go back to the three dots, go to appearance, and I'm going to make this one kind of like a brown color. Since it is wood, if I could find something I like, yeah, maybe around there. So I can go to my slider, and there we go. And I'm going to hit the check mark, and I'm done with that one. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the strap. And you know what, if I go back, maybe I can get that handle color written down so we can maybe assign the strap the same color, make it match. So I'm going to go back to appearance. Let me just change these to nice numbers, 100, 75, and 15. Should be roughly the same color. There we go. So 100, 75, and 15. So I'm going to remember that for the strap. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to my strap. There's not really a material I found that works well with the strap. I was trying to look for leather, something like that, but that is not available. If I search it, you'll see nothing there. So the closest thing that I could think that was realistic was nylon, like, I guess. So I can pick nylon, check mark. I'm going to go to appearance, and then I can choose my numbers just like before, which was 100 to match the handle, right? 75 and 15. All right, so that is set. And now it doesn't look like it, but after you refresh a couple times, or maybe even close the app, open it up again, those the appearance of all those parts will update. All right, so that is it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.